I'm here. I guess we back. The show. I don't know what we gonna have to. I'm gonna have to delete that other one because I don't know why we doing that right now. But anyway, we here. We here, and if you here, I'm here. We here. You here. I'm here. We. What's up? What's good? What's poppin'? What's crack? What's percolating? Was really good in the hood. I wasn't supposed to be coming back Thursday. Deep real, but no, I'm here tonight. We here. Um. So that's never happened before. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm discombobulated because I just saw the thing that say I didn't schedule a live until tomorrow night at 11:15, and clearly that's not what we're doing. We live tonight. So before we begin, y'all already know how we do. Like, share, subscribe, and just to let y'all know. Wait, I'm trying to make sure everything good. So wait, so we got stuff going on here. I don't know what's going on. Stuff ain't there. We go. Okay, got to get my brightness back on and everything like that. So yeah, so this is Kamoyo's fault. It is. What's going on, Groovy? What's going on? This Kamoyo's fault. I was minding my John Brown business. Kamoyo sent me a link. I looked at it. I read it. I digested it. I'm finna regurgitate it. I don't think the writer, Screenrant, was. We comic book fans. Screenrant, movie, we comic book fans. Can we just stop acting like the MCU ain't based on the comic book? Like, can we just stop acting like that? Because folks keep acting like the MCU, Marvel comic book, Marvel Cinematic Universe, Marvel Cinematic Universe. Say Marvel based on Marvel comic books, Marvel Cinematic Universe based on Marvel comics. Can we stop acting like? Can we just stop acting like that? Okay, cool. We got RCAC. What's going on? We got Juju. Devil Dog. What's going on? Simplified Devil Dog. So I'm gonna read this. Kamoyo know why I'm doing this because I don't think we get enough shine as far as folks knowing that we out here in these streets as far as like being comic book fans, knowing what we talking about. So I figured I'd jump on in this daggum thing. So 10 harsh realities. I'm gonna grab the link, do what I do, be respectful, because y'all ain't have to do this. Y'all ain't have to be here. Y'all ain't have to be here. I'm gonna get this link. I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna come on over here to YouTube, do what I do, because we say sharing is caring, and I really do believe in that. I really do. It ain't no sense in me reading this and y'all don't have it to look at it. So hold on, hold what you got. Go right here. No, that's what a week it was Wednesday. We're not doing that. Let me see. We got this live going on. So we're gonna come right here. I'm gonna turn this button down. Take this thing. Come on, yo. Yep, here we go. So we got that. Take that. Paste it. There you go. So you got what I got. You got what I got. It's Kamoyo's fault. Shout out to the Black Panther fan group president. You got what I got. So let me go on back on over here. 10 harsh realities of rewatching the MCU's highest rated movies. Now, this comes to us from K Young. Kai Young, hoping I'm pronouncing that right. Published 7 hours ago. And we just gonna jump right into it. I'm not gonna read the foreword or anything like that. Just gonna jump right on up into it. So the top 10 movies that they list: Black Panther 2018. Critics gave it a score of 96%. Audience gave it 79. The Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. Critics gave it 94. Audience gave it an 81. Avengers Endgame 2019. Critics gave it 94. Audience gave it a 90. Iron Man 2008. Critics gave it a 94. Audience gave it a 91. Spider-Man No Way Home 2021. Critics gave it 93. Audience gave it a 98. Thor Ragnarok 2017. Critics gave it a 93. Audience gave it an 87. Spider-Man Homecoming 2017. Critics gave it a 92. Audience gave it an 87. Guardians of the Galaxy 2014. Critics gave it a 92. Audience gave it a 92. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings 2021. Critics gave it a 91. Audience gave it a 98. Spider-Man Far From Home 2019. Critics gave it a 91. Audience gave it a 95. Now, they say very few projects at the Avengers Endgame are highly rated. Let's take a look at this. Why? One thing that is clear from the ranking of the MCU's highest rated movies is that very few of them released after 2019's Avengers Endgame, and 2019 Spider-Man Far From Home concluded the MCU's Infinity Saga and is widely regarded to be the peak of the MCU. Many movies released in the years since have struggled to capture the audience's imagination in the same way, which proves that Marvel Studios need to make changes to bring its upcoming releases up to the same caliber. But has Marvel Studios made changes? Marvel Studios said the problem was quantity. Even though comic books come out every Wednesday, they said it was quantity. Comic book fans were saying that it was quality. Let's keep going. Luckily, many of the MCU's upcoming movies stand a chance of reigniting passion in the franchise. Deadpool and Wolverine. Well, it's 2024. You might be looking for more from what Deadpool Wolverine is going to offer. Not necessarily a given. Let's keep going. Captain America, Brave New World. Fan base is kind of split in regards to Sam Wilson, Captain America, for a plethora of reasons. Thunderbolt Ross, Harrison Ford. That's an issue. We don't know. The Fantastic Four. Well, we know we got a female Silver Surfer, Shayla Ball. Rumor has it now they're going to be 2 Silver Surfers. Some people have an issue with the casting of Mr. Fantastic. Now, what I can say to you is this, is that when there's been a public outcry in regards to certain characters being cast, that doesn't bode well for the movie. And there's quite a few Marvel projects you can take a look at where there was outrage in regard to the casting. Now, when they got the casting right in regards to what the fans wanted, John Krasinski, I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Number 9, that was number 10, by the way. The MCU's highest rated post-Endgame franchise is being ignored. In the wake of the Infinity Saga's conclusion, Marvel Studios began to introduce new heroes to the MCU, including Simu Liu. I hope. Let me know. I'm sorry. Shang-Chi in 2021, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. With a critic score of 91%, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings is the most successful movie focusing on a new MCU hero. Yet, Shang-Chi hasn't been heard from since his Phase 4 debut. Marvel Studios should capitalize on the movie's success, but this exciting hero has been seriously neglected. You know what Marvel Studios is more guilty of than anything else? I'm gonna keep up with these notes real quick. Kamoyo, nope, they blame everyone else. Ruby Fee said nope. Marvel Studios forgot the one thing you can't forget considering who they are. As a matter of fact, it's a sin. It's an unforgivable sin for them considering who they are, whom they are built off of, for them to have committed. Matter of fact, this is the deadliest sin that this studio, this specific and or similar studios could commit. You commit this sin, you're doomed for failure. They forgot they were a comic book movie studio. I'm gonna say one. They forgot they were a comic book studio. Somewhere along the line, they thought they were telling real life stories. No, you're a comic book studio. And what do we do with our comic book characters? What do we do? In a comic book, you read the comic book. I read the comic book. Not specific, just generally speaking. Okay, well, there's always a big battle, right? In the comic book, there's always a big battle. You've been reading comic books for years. I've been reading comic books for years. You've been reading comic books for decades. I've been reading comic books for decades. We done read a lot of superhero teen comic books. Teen Titans, Justice League, JLA, Justice League Europe, Justice League Dark, Fantastic Four, Future Foundation, Avengers, Dark Avengers, Secret Avengers, X-Men, Dark X-Men. It ain't like we're not unfamiliar with reading teen comic books. There's always some big battle. Always. Some hero gets hurt. Some hero might perish. Some heroes leave. Like, I can't even deal with it no more. I got to deal. But you know what we keep doing? We keep that comic book coming. We just got different heroes. So if we got an Avengers battle, they fight a big bad, say Thanos. Somebody takes a dirt nap. Somebody leave. Right? Somebody take a dirt nap. Somebody leave. Somebody get hurt. You know what we got? We got an issue right after that. If that battle happened in issue 12, issue 13 coming right after that. 30 days later, issue 13. The person that been deceased, the character's gonna talk about it a little bit. The character that dipped, they may come back, say something, and then dip again. The character that's hurt, we see them walk around the comic hurt. But that comic's still right there. So you would have Avengers 13, Defenders 13, X-Men 13, Alpha Flight 13. Here we go. Speaking of Alpha Flight, did you read Alpha Flight 12? When John Byrne was writing it? When they took on Gamma Flight. Did you read that? I did. Did you see what happened to Guardian? Vindicated. Did you read that? I read it. Didn't he take a dirt nap? Then they give us an issue 13. We ain't finna stop putting out Alpha Flight. And that was Alpha Flight. No, we ain't finna do that. Okay, well, hold on. Y'all remember this one? The Dark Phoenix saga. You remember that X-Men comic book? It had the Toys R Us logo right there on top of it. Remember, Scott was hugging Jean like that, and he was pointing. You know what I'm saying? He had the octoblast going out like that, and she was pointing. You remember that? Oh, that was a beautiful cover. She had on the green dress outfit with the yellow man. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember who they were taking on? Y'all remember who they were taking on? Yeah, the She-Hulk. Y'all remember that? Yeah. Y'all remember how Jean sacrificed her life? Somebody was hurt. Jean sacrificed her life, right? What happened in that comic book? Jean sacrificed her life. Scott left. Scott said, I can't even do this no more. I'm out. I'm good. I'm good. Did we not get another comic book right after that? Okay. Well, what was supposed to happen after we got Avengers Endgame? Ain't Sam still kicking it? Steve Strange still there? Peter's still around. Rhodey's still around? Okay, well, I ain't like it, but Shorty there too. And I'm sorry, wasn't Okoye low-key an Avenger in Infinity War? I'm sorry, Endgame ain't that where she at the meeting? Okay, so what you should have kept having Avengers movies roll out. Yeah, that you forgot. Your movie studios is based on you're not taking no break. No. It's supposed to have been an Avengers movie out by now. Yeah. Damn sure was. We're gonna keep going though. So we got that going on. Because I don't know how you forgot that. Like no. The question was never quantity. It was quality. Your quality sucked. We're gonna keep it going. Special presentations are great, but the MCU seems to be moving away from them. Once again, you forgot. You're a movie studio based on a comic book company. Do you know what special presentations are? In the comic book world, we would call those one-shots. You're a movie studio based on a comic book company. Werewolf by Night, that would have been a one-shot. Guardians of the Galaxy, holiday special, that would have been a one-shot. You do them. Now, you might not know this because you're not necessarily a comic book fan, but back in the day, me, Kamoyo, Mr. Smith, quite a few of us older heads, you know when you used to get the one-shots? Around about the holiday season. Whatever holiday was getting ready to come around, that's when you would get a giant. And when I mean giant, good Lord, Jesus have mercy. I'm talking the book, Lord, a giant holiday size issue. That's your one shot. That would be the 1 hour episode, just one. Put all your eggs in the basket. Put all your eggs in the basket. 1 hour episode, right there. You that's what you forgot. You keep forgetting because everything that you got going wrong is because you forgot you based on a comic book company. Like you got comic book superheroes. You want them to be real. They not real. You try to do them real time. You don't do that. We're gonna keep going though. That's your problem with that one. The Guardians of the Galaxy don't have an MCU future yet. Go back to them one shots. You put Guardians of the Galaxy 4 out there. You got a whole new team. If you ain't doing live action one shots, you should have been doing some animation with those actors as voice actors to keep pushing that series forward, to keep it front and center in people's minds. That way, when they come back to the big screen, they've already had episodes via animation. They've already had adventures via animation. Your fans, kids especially, could pick up on that, and you still continue Guardians of the Galaxy. Because like I said, you're a comic book company. First and foremost, I think that's what you forgot. You hanging your hat on this movie studio thing, you're a comic book company. Comic book company, comic book rationality, comic book logic. Yeah, you gotta adapt some stuff for the big screen or the small screen. You're a comic book company. Keep up with his note. No man is going to get behind, diminish himself on the big screen. Both genders side by side is better at the box office. Absolutely. Keep up with this here. There's a lot of pressure on Sam Wilson's new Captain America. Do you know why? Chris Evans' Captain America projects performed very well. No disagreement there. Fan base was not split when it came to Steve Rogers' Captain America. No, the fan base was very, very united. Didn't have a reason to be split. The fan base, that is. The fan base had no reason to be split. We got Tom Hammond, got the green, got the Human Torch android sitting right there, got Bucky. Bucky fell off the train. Yeah, you adapted the story. We know. It's cool. Bucky fell off the train. You brought Bucky back. You even gave us the Commandos. You gave us Nick Fury. You gave us the Red Skull. Oh man. You did right. You did right. by Captain America. You did. You Feige is throwing it on the 1 yard line to stay. No lies detected. No lies detected. Great story. Captain America Civil War. Awesome story. Oh my good God Almighty, Jesus. Then you got greedy. You took Captain America off the table. Behind the scenes, we know why. Chris Evans wanted to go do something else. He didn't have to do nothing. If Cap went back to the past, Cap could have came back to the present looking different. I'm sorry. You forgot. You at the end of the day, you a comic book company. You keep wanting to think you something else. You're a comic book company, and them characters that you got on the big screen, they existed way before the movie studio did. They did. So they take precedent over anything you're trying to put out there. Because the fans that were reading those characters in the 60s, 70s, 80s, it's quite a few of them still around. It's quite a few of them still around. So you got Captain America right. But then you gave the shield to Sam. As a black person, I could feel some type of way. But then I'm a comic book fan, and I'm a human first. And I know who got that shield first. It was Bucky. So those that were upset about Bucky not getting the shield had every right to be. But watch this. So did the people that had an issue with how Lamar Hoskins got treated. So do people have an issue with how Isaiah Bradley got portrayed. The synopsis for Captain America 4 has leaked online. You got Isaiah Bradley getting ready to take a shot at the president. Your fan base is split. You say it's pressure on Sam Wilson. That's not fair. That pressure is squarely where it's supposed to be at on Marvel Studios. So no, we're not doing that. we're not doing that at all. Like you want to put it on the character. The character ain't asked to be in that trouble. Because what else? What's the other controversy that we got going around it? Oh, the recast T'Challa controversy. Because we have no problem recasting Thunderbolt Ross a few months after we said we weren't going to recast T'Challa. I don't know. I don't know. Let's keep it going, though. The MCU Spider-Man franchise may be completely reinvented after No Way Home. Well, he is coming out in his classic red and blue costume. I'm guessing you're not finna keep making him look like he Iron Lad when he really supposed to be Peter Parker. Spider-Man previous MCU projects have all been very highly rated. He ain't been in them by himself. All three of Marvel Studios and Sony Pictures solo Spider-Man movies in the MCU have achieved huge levels of success. Spider-Man has always been one of the most beloved Marvel comic heroes, and Tom Holland's depiction of the wall crawler has been celebrated. But this leaves the future of the character in danger. The MCU Spider-Man 4 is in development, but it could lose what made the previous trilogy so successful. As Spider-Man No Way Home ended with Peter Parker's life being all but erased. This is true. The fact that everyone knows Peter Parker and loves no longer remember him means Spider-Man 4 will be starting from scratch. This means that some of what made the previous Spider-Man trilogy may be missing from the upcoming projects, potentially meaning Homecoming, Far From Home, and No Way Home success won't be replicated. Of course, Marvel Studios can avoid this issue, but only time will tell. Was Spider-Man really successful? I know it's like, damn, like what you just asked, was Spider-Man really successful? Can Tom Holland carry a movie by himself? It's a fair question, because we can sit up here and say what we want to. Well, Michael Keaton was in the first Spider-Man movie, and so was Robert Downey Jr. Jake Gyllenhaal was in the second Spider-Man movie. You can feel how you want to. So was Samuel L. Jackson. Well, everybody named Mama was in the third Spider-Man movie. And when I say everybody named Mama, I mean everybody and named Mama was in the last Spider-Man movie. You can't go wrong if you didn't put everybody and named Mama that's a star in the movie. My question is, can he do that by himself? Numbers never lie, but they don't tell the whole story either. Marvel Studios hasn't released an Avengers movie since Endgame. Like I said, the greatest sin they committed was forgetting that at the end of the day, they're a comic book company. And comics come out what? Every Wednesday? Right. A title comes out what? Once a month? Right. What you doing real time? No. You can't. Natasha Romanoff ain't taking no dirt nap. Natasha Romanoff taking a dirt nap. Somebody going back in time at some point in time, bringing her back. But we're not killing off Natasha. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. And because I got my big boy draws on, I'm not scared of DC. Say what? I'm not scared of DC. I got my big boy draws on. I'm putting out a movie with Namor in it. It's Namor from Atlantis. I got Namor, Namora, Namorita, Tiger Shark, with the other dude all that. I'm not running from nobody. Do you know why I'm not running from nobody? Because the comic book company didn't run from nobody. And I'm not insulting my audience by acting like my audience can't tell the difference or nothing. No, the 70-year-old people, the people that's 70, how old were they when Infinity Gauntlet came out in the comic books? You worried about whether or not they can tell the difference between an Infinity Stone and a dadgum ring, the Mandarin ring. How old you think the folks was? Because you insult my intelligence right now. Because I don't know what you're trying to say about my age. I'm feeling some type of way. You trying to say I can't keep up? That you saying my brain power diminishing as I get older? Because I mean, with them, I just got off the phone talking to Mr. Smith, and I think it's safe to say Mr. Smith know the difference between some Infinity Stones and some dadgum Mandarin power rings. I think it's safe to say we got that. That once again, you forgot your greatest sin was forgetting you're a comic book company who just puts out movies based on your superheroes in the comics. That's what you forgot. That's the greatest sin you committed. When you can remember the fact that you, at the end of the day, you're a comic book company and get back to putting out comic book based movies, you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be good. I'm gonna keep keeping it going. Let me see what number we at right now. Number 3, Black Panther's live action future is uncertain. Once again, you forgot you, at the end of the day, regardless of how many animated cartoons, how many cartoons you put out, how many live action TV shows you put out, how many live action movies you put out, you're a comic book company. You're a comic book company. Knowing all that, you should be able to read the room. Ain't nobody checking for sure. Even the folks that tell you they was checking for sure, not checking for sure. We know because we Black Panther fans and we consume Black Panther content. We consume Black Panther content. We consume Black Panther merch. You split that fan base because you forgot that nobody bought Claws of the Panther. Nobody really cared for that 12-issue run. You had two different writers doing that 12-issue run, right? And when it was all said and done, you wind up putting T'Challa back as the Black Panther. Yeah, you made him the king of the dead, but you knew what it was looking like, right? Right. Well, you forgot you a comic book company at the end of the day, and you decided to do what you want to do, and you split the fan base for whatever reason. You wanted to make it about real life when you're a comic book company. At the end of the day, forget what you think. You want to go down as all this and everything. You want your tombstone to read like this here. You wanted to read like that. I'm trying to help you out. You're a comic book company. At the end of the day, you're a comic book company that puts out movies based on your comic book characters. And your comic book characters don't exist in the real world. In the real world, don't exist where your comic book characters at. You need to keep them two separate. Keep them two separate. You keep the characters on the screen. You kill a character off, just like they do in the comics. If it's one of them iconic characters, that character not staying gone. That character coming right back. That's what they do in the comics. Remember, you're a comic book company. The Holland films are all over the place. Toby is better, in my opinion. Who made that future uncertain? Right. So let's answer this question. Black Panther is the MCU's highest rated movie. Why y'all think that was? Never mind. Rhetorical question. While 2022's Black Panther Wakanda Forever suffered slightly with the critic score of 83%, 2018's Black Panther is the highest rated MCU movie, totaling a whopping 96%. So you're saying falling 13 percentage points is a slight drop off. Okay. Black Panther crossed 1 billion at the box office, was the first superhero movie to be nominated at the Academy Awards for Best Picture, and was the first MCU movie to win Oscars in several categories. This all is true. Nevertheless, Marvel Studios hasn't confirmed the development of future Black Panther movies, even though it seems ridiculous for the franchise to be abandoned. It does seem ridiculous, doesn't it? Black Panther's MCU story will continue, will it? Black Panther and Wakanda Forever director Ryan Coogler is reportedly working on a number of projects for Marvel Studios. This includes the upcoming animated Eyes of Wakanda series, as well as a live-action Wakanda set series, and perhaps a series focused on Denai Guerrera's Okoye. However, the MCU's Black Panther hasn't been confirmed, but it would be a mistake to not see this story continue. Would it? The Black Panther fan base is split. And the MCU, Marvel Studios, it's your fault. Rightfully so, wrongfully so. It's your fault. You could have did this the right way. You chose to do it the wrong way. So now what you have, and on this live that we're doing, we have the president of the Black Panther fan group, Kamoyo King. You have me, I guess, president, council of Wakanda. We're both knowledgeable. Well, we're not. We're one of, and we're not by ourselves. We're not by ourselves, not by a long shot. We represent more than enough that's not checking for anything Wakandan related because of what you did with the titular character, T'Challa. You want us back. We want T'Challa back. I'm going to speak on behalf of Kamoyo King, but you can reach him on Twitter. I'm speaking on behalf and also on Facebook. I'm going to speak on behalf of him as well as the Council of Wakanda. We're not checking for Toussaint. you do anything Black Panther related and you haven't correctly resolved the T'Challa issue that's on the table that we're not moving from, forget your Eyes of Wakanda, forget your Denied Guerreras. We're not checking for it. We gonna murk it. If you don't know what the word murk means, look it up. But we murked your second movie, and we weren't as strong as a movement then. We still got some stuff to work out as far as being united as one, but we're more knowledgeable and our number is greater than it was in 2022. So let me make sure I'm being very, 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 very clear on behalf of the Black Panther fan group, Black Panther fans across the world, Black Panther comic book fans. Let me make sure I'm clear with that one. The Council of Wakanda, we gonna murk any Black Panther Wakanda project you put out going forward. Don't do it. Don't do it. And it's your fault. I just felt like so we could go hit Screenrant, giving everybody their props and everything like that. I'm giving you your props, letting you know that I'm telling you the reason why you didn't get the money that you felt like, or the movie felt like, or Marvel Studios felt like they should have got on Black Panther 2, because Black Panther fans said no T'Challa, no dollar. And we ain't moved off that. Don't care who you talking to. Don't care who you kicking the bobo with. Don't care who you think represent us. I'm telling you, no. What's going on, OG? What's going on? What's going on? OG Sloppy Biscuits in the building. What's going on? What's going on? Suffer slightly there. That's kept. OG Sloppy Biscuits. Every time you pop up, you make me think of biscuits and gravy. Every time. So we're going to keep it going. So some of the MCU's highest rated heroes have disappointing sequels. Let me touch on this real quick, because I think I can help you out. Marvel Studios, that is, because some folks just trying to be in bed with you. They not going to kick the real. Me, Rock With Me Nation, we don't believe in just giving you criticism. We believe in giving you constructive criticism so you can give us, the fan base, what we want so we can spend some money. See how that go? We want to spend some money. We're just not going to spend it on anything, though. So, in recent years, Marvel Studios has come under scrutiny for delivering projects lacking in quality, mostly attributed to the massive increase in content in the multiverse saga. That's not it. This has meant that some of the MCU's most popular movies have been continued in disappointing sequels, including Thor, Love and Thunder. Well, hell, I can help you with that one. Natalie Portman getting jacked up. You got Chris, I can't think of his name, but you got him, Gordon God Butcher. Okay, because he pretty good. Chris Evans. Can't wait. Damn. Wait. Ah, damn. Oh, hell no. Wait. I'm feeling lightheaded. Wait. OG Sloppy Biscuits with the $49.99. Ah, damn. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Wait. I wasn't ready for that one, man. Come on, man. Hey, listen. Hey. Don't get me emotional around here. I get emotional real easy. God, Lee, Jesus Christ. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Lord, woo. Y'all, man, damn. All right, damn. All right. I got to pause because I ain't the shit. Pause for a second. Hold on. Woo. Okay. All right. I'm gonna come back. Damn. So damn. So anyway. So anyway, we sitting up here and I'm like, okay, well, Natalie Portman, she got jacked up. I'm picking that up. She coming back. Thor, cool. I'm with that. All right. Chris Hemsworth, my dog getting jacked up again. You gonna get what? You even gonna give me him in his classic Thor costume from the comic books? Okay. What's going on with Gore the God Butcher? What was up with this? Like you act like folks didn't even read this damn comic book story, or like you just threw that name up there. Gore the God Butcher gonna be in it, and then you couldn't even get Gore looking right in the movie just for Hasbro Marvel. Oh my God! See, this was when folks was talking about y'all having issues with your special effects department. Somebody went on social media and made Chris look like Gore the damn God Butcher. Now, I know damn good and well that person wasn't working with what y'all was working with. I know damn good and well that wasn't it, but damn. Then Hasbro Marvel Legends turns around, and after they released the Gore the God Butcher action figure from the movie, they turn right around and release a comic book accurate Gore the God Butcher. Are you put out a movie called Thor Love and Thunder. You tell folks it's based on Gore the God Butcher, that storyline, and the damn movie ain't got a damn thing to do with it. Which, by the way, it's a trend of yours. That's a track record. That's a habit. Taking names from classic story arcs that comic book fans love. You tell them you're gonna put it in a movie or in the TV show, and that's the biggest damn lie. And you be trying to figure out why your sequel sucked. That was that one. Ant-Man and Wasp into the Quantumania. Ain't nobody buying Kang losing to Scott. No. First of all, those aren't even the classic. That's not even the classic Ant-Man and Wasp. It's not. If anybody is scared of anybody, as far as being the Ant-Man and the Wasp, is Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne. You scared of them two. You got every reason to be scared of them two because they don't play right. Hank crazy, and so is Janet. Ain't nobody. Scott Lang and Kang. I'm gonna be brutally honest. First of all, you got Jonathan Majors in that movie, and easily, as far as the critics were concerned, he was the best person in your Loki miniseries. Then you take him and you put him in Ant-Man. And now, mind you, Jonathan Majors is talented. Let's he's that damn good. You know what you did for Josh Brolin? How you put him in that movie? That movie. That's Jonathan Majors. Well, we read comic books. Scott Lang and Hope Van Dyne not doing nothing with Kang, and they know it. Every comic book fan knows it. You expected us to spend our hard-earned money. Ain't nobody got no COVID check. Ain't nobody got no money to throw around like that. You expect us to spend our hard-earned money on that nonsense? Now, mind you, Hank Pym and Janet not running up on Kang. No, they're gonna get faded. And never mind. Never mind. Next movie, Doctor Strange into the Multiverse of Madness and the Marvels. What you want me to say with Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness? First of all, you didn't rename Shuman Gorath. You renamed him. I don't know what you did with America Chavez. Because I know what she looked like in the comics, and America Chavez looked like you really don't want that smoke physically. Forget her using her abilities. She looked like you don't want to run up on her physically. I don't know who this was. I'm sorry. I don't know who this was. And I'm saying this as a comic book fan. I'm saying this as a comic book fan because I know who she is. Then I don't. What's going on? What's the Illuminati really? And why is Maria Rambo there? Whose story is he? Whose story we telling? What comic book fan put this together? Help me. Because I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. And really, Wanda went through everybody. So you mean tell me Professor Charles Xavier could not read Stephen Strange's mind to see if he was telling the truth or not? No. The smartest man in the multiverse is gonna tell somebody this dude can take you down with a whisper. Who wrote that nonsense? And what made you think comic book fans was gonna be like, oh yeah, that's a great movie? Because you seem to keep forgetting you are, whether you want to accept it or not, you're a comic book company that make movies based on your comic book characters. That's what you are. You want to be something else, but that's what you are. Be great. Look at the Monsterverse. Look at Legendary Studios. They're not trying to overcook the grits. We got Godzilla. We got Kong. We got some other monsters. We got some humans. Talk a little bit. Don't talk too much. Write something for them to say. Don't write too much. The stars of the movie, it's the monsters. They doing what they supposed to be doing because they ain't forgot. They even understand Legendary Studios. We got our monster from Toho Studios. We got our monster from Toho Studios. We want to make money off our monster. We need to make sure fans that love the Toho monster, we have them same qualities, if not just similar qualities, in our monster so we can get them Toho fans too. What you seem to be at your mindset is F the comic book fans. How you gonna say F the comic book fan when at the end of the day, you're a comic book company that make movies featuring superheroes from the comic books? Made no sense. Christian Bale, thank you, Christian Bale. I appreciate that. I'm just gonna keep that on up because I just don't know how to. I don't know how to take that down. I do, but I'm not going to. Because I think it deserves that right there. So Christian Bale, appreciate that, Commoyo King. So we got that, and then we just about done here because I like this one right here. The MCU, the number one reason there are no female-led MCU movies in the top 18 highest rated movies. Black Panther Wakanda Forever checks in at number 19 in the MCU's highest rated movie ranking. Representation issues have always been at the forefront of criticisms aimed at Marvel Studios. Gee, I wonder why. Particularly in the early days of the MCU, it took until 2019's Captain Marvel for an MCU movie to be female-led. And while this representation has recently become more prominent, it's still far from equal. Marvel Studios needs to make more effort to allow its female-led projects to see more success, as none of the top 18 highest-rated MCU movies are female-led, with Black Panther Wakanda Forever 83% dropping it at number 19. Uncomfortable conversation time. If you are sexist, this might bother you. And when I say as a sexist, I mean if you are a female sexist, what I'm getting ready to say might bother you because you're going to think I'm being a male sexist. Yes, a female can be a sexist too. No, I'm being actual. Your first Captain Marvel movie should have went one or two ways. It should have either had Marvel. He's the first he's the first Captain Marvel in Marvel Comics. Or it should have had Monica Rambeau with a brief homage to Marvel. You still get your female-led movie, but you get your accurate female representation as opposed to your forced female representation. If anything, Captain Marvel with what's the young lady's name? Want to make sure I get her name right. Brie Larson. If anything, Captain Marvel should have been called Miss Marvel. MS period Marvel. But see, that would have proposed a problem. But that's what you should. Now watch this. Kevin Feige, Marvel Studios. You are a comic book fan. I could have raised you 2 Marvel female-led movies. 3, if he do it right, you could have had Miss Marvel and you could have had Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, and Monica Rambeau, because that happened. But you got to know the comics to do that. Well, you not going by the comics, are you? You just want to throw Captain Marvel out there. Not even the first female Captain Marvel, which, by the way, once again, split the fan base. Because I ain't going to lie, I wasn't checking for that. Because I was like, no, where is Monica at? I wasn't the only one. Well, there were some folks asking, where's Marvel at? Then there were also some people asking not only where is Marvel at, but where is Monica at? Because Carol should not be Captain Marvel before Monica Rambeau. And contrary to what quite a few movie fans want to say, that does matter to comic book fans. They got mad about that. They didn't show up. Context matters. You're not getting that necessarily from movie critics because they can't tell you because they don't read comics. They don't know why folks not coming. Well, Black Panther. That movie didn't have to do that bad, but you had way too many executives, cast and crew bragging about, and I'm saying bragging about how they did what they did. Well, we made a $1 billion decision in a matter of minutes. You would like to think that the superhero IP you care about gets more consideration than a matter of minutes. There was a storyline in the comics that would have explained why the character looked different. They didn't even care. No, what they did, and excuse the pun, they bastardized that storyline. They bastardized Deadliest of the Species. They bastardized, yes, I'm using that word on purpose. They bastardized Power, and they bastardized Doom War. They bastardized all 3 storylines just to push an agenda for a female lead, where if they would have obeyed them storylines, Deadliest of the Species, Power, and Doom War, you get a shooty-led Black Panther movie, and you ain't got to push an agenda to do it. In each and every instance, you could have gotten a female-led movie if you just would have adhered to the comic books. You didn't. You have not learned your lesson because there's way too many sites like this still enabling you by not speaking truth. Pride before the fall. You don't want to listen to anybody because you want to be the smartest person in the room. Well, you're going to keep taking L's. Pedro Pascal, I just forgot about that. You split that fan base. You split the Fantastic Four fan base when you didn't have to. It's almost as if you want controversy, needless controversy, surrounding your movies when you don't need them. You literally have the source material sitting right there. Oh, because that movie sucked plot-wise. It did. Let me do this because I wanted to do this before I got up out of here. Pull this back and everything like that. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Shout out to the Komoyo King for hitting me up with that and everything like that. I've been talking to y'all about some action figures. So those of y'all that's rocking with me tonight in the wee hours, I got a little surprise for y'all. Remember what I told y'all about Stalker? We finna see Stalker, right? You see him? We're gonna take off raspberry beret, the kind you find in the secondhand store. Stalker got a little fade, got a little part right there too. And if it was small, she wouldn't wear much more. Raspberry beret. Hee! I ain't trying to be funny. Like I ain't trying to be funny, but I like that. I like that. I like that. Be real. Hey, we got some. Be real, we got some. And just so I can get it out there, I'm gonna take this off real quick so y'all know we're working with. It is this type of ball joint for the neck peg that this helmet works with. So, boy, look at him. So, yeah, definitely wanted to get that out there. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me this evening. Shout out to Komoyo King for hitting me up with that. Hopefully, y'all, let's stop letting folks just say some crazy stuff to us and thinking we gonna go ahead and believe that, because they'll say any daggum thing around here these days. Listen, I'm out. Click, like, share, subscribe. Make sure you take care of yourself. Don't want to talk about you. Want to be able to talk to you. Pleasant dreams. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. I had to come back. Did you mean to do that? Okay, I'm gone. I'm gone. Damn, thank you. Like, I don't. Okay, I'm out. I'm gone for real. I'm gone.